a little about the history of Miami. Mrs. Donna Darwin Deloche was born in 1954 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She had grown up in a family that worked hard to make ends meet. Both of her parents worked a lot, and she was blessed with neighbors until they came home. While at her neighbor's home, she fell in love with the entertainment of the Marx Brothers. Harpo Marx was her favorite of the two because of his pantomime movements and his ability to entertain with a very few words. In 1982, Donna, a born-again Christian, was lying on her bed one evening meditating upon the talent she could do for parents' night at the Temple Christian Academy in Pittsburgh. While listening to a gospel tape by Larnell Harris and praying, she saw a vision of a person doing creative movement to a gospel song with a white painted face like Harpo used to wear, and flowing black clothing, loosely fitting, and white veil. She also saw a spotlight shining upon the person. She began to reflect upon her study of the Bible. In the Old Testament, Ezekiel was a prophet that was called to announce God's judgment on Israel and other nations, and to proclaim restoration for God's people. His preaching was not well received by the Jews who were with him in captivity. Chapter 3, so God gave Ezekiel many methods, illustrations, and demonstrations to help get the message across to the Jews. Chapters 4 and 5, Ezekiel acted out most of the methods and did illustrations for Israel. Israel later became restored to him, and God renewed the temple and a new Jerusalem. This would be her vision as well for her church. This was a vision for the Miami ministry, but not the same as Harpo Marx nor Marcel Marchand, the founder of Miami. Instead, the Lord showed her a mixture of sign language and mime. It was similar to a Hawaiian dance, telling a story with your hands. It was acting out words to song, giving the visual effect. She grew up in church and felt like we had been traditionally preached to and sung to so much until she saw a need for a different way of communicating the gospel, and that was through mime. After viewing Ms. Delos's performance during the year of 1982 at Christian Temple Church in Pittsburgh, Reverend John C. Davidson Jr., who was the youth director of Christian Temple Church, he believed the Miami ministry should be used as a tool of ministry for the members of his youth church. Together, they formed this Miami ministry and called it the Creative Expression. The Creative Mind Ministry of Christian Temple made several appearances, including 2 television recordings. This would be the birthplace where the world-famous K&K Brothers Mind Ministry would study and later become the face of this ministry movement in the 20th century. Dancing was used in ancient times to express joy and thankfulness to the Lord. Mime performances and mime dances have been added to praise dance ministries and worship services all over the world. Praise dance can be diverse, including traditional or modern ballet, lyrical, and hip-hop dances. All forms of praise dancing are used in nearly every age denomination of Christian faith. It is open to Christians of all ages and skill levels and can be an occasional part of the worship service or a mainstay of each service. A variety of competitions and festivals have become available for the dancers, giving it prestige inside and outside of the church. Donna Deloche merely wanted to express her love for God in front of her parents, but today we have her to thank for this vision manifesting into an expression for God's love for us.